Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. We're in December already, and I feel like the winter has officially started. I mean, November was already winter, a little bit of winter, but November is usually the fall weather, but December, January, and the rest of the months it's cold. March it starts warming up depending where you're at. Like for me, I'm in California, so it's a little bit chilly outside right now. I mean, the sun is bright, like you can see in my window. It's a little bit warm, like if you stand in the sun and stuff. But I mean, the only thing is when it's cold and at night it's cold and uh, it's a little bit of foggy, dense fog, basically. So for this video, this short, somewhat of a short video, I'm gonna talk about tips. I found an article saying, let me see what it says. Winter weather safety tip for neuromuscular diseases. People with maybe most of you don't know, but people that do know that muscular dystrophy it's like a progressive disability. I've always in my video have talked about muscular dystrophy. We have a weaker immune system than people that don't have a neuromuscular disease, so we're at higher risk of getting a cold, flu, pneumonia, so on, all those COVID or any illness, when it comes to the winter weather, getting a cold, you know. I mean, everybody's exposed of getting, the flu, COVID, uh, pneumonia, whatever, it is that you catch, a virus or whatever. We're more at risk. So I found this article giving you guys tips how to survive the winter basically, and it was created last month, Monday, November 18th, 2024. So let's see what it says. Extreme winter weather wreaks havoc on everyone's routine, but it's especially disruptive for people with neuromuscular disease. Many have balance or mobility issues that are made more challenging by wind, snow, and ice. Luckily, I only deal with wind, not snow or ice, but a lot of people that live in, states that deal with snow and ice and wind can be a little bit complicated, their daily routine, and stuff. But for me, it's like it is cold outside, but most of the time, I spend my days inside. Others rely on electric to power a wheelchair or respiratory device. Exactly like where it's snow. I mean, all of you seen the news, like there are places that snow every year. Like sometimes they don't have power. They need to obviously charge their power chair or their respiratory devices. And it says in recent years, even regions of our country that ain't known for cold weather have indoor whisper power outage and dangerously icy road. Millions of Texans experienced that firsthand during the winter storm of February 2021. It got cold here. That's what it says. It got cold here. Our infrastructure wasn't set up for that type of weather, so our power went out for about a week, says Roger Lopez, a former safety officer from the San Antonio Fire Department and current national coordinator between the International Association of Firefighters and MDA. And he says during a winter weather event, access to needed resources and the ability to use medical and mobile equipment are jeopardized sometimes. It impacts even more fundamental needs like shelter and warmth. Making sure people with neuromuscular disease stay warm and it's important, Rogers says. That's because muscle loss and immobility make it harder for the body to generate heat. Exactly. It's like the person who has muscular dystrophy. I'll talk a little bit about how I deal with winter. Maybe one of these videos, future video. But like I said, muscle loss and immobility. When you're like moving around, walking the whole day. Walking from one place to another, doing chores or doing something, exercise. When you hit the gym, your body starts to feel warm. Or if there's, when you're doing stuff, you start sweating, or you feel that heat and you have to take your sweater off and whatnot. But for someone who doesn't, doesn't move a lot, don't walk, don't do anything, the body gets colder, and sometimes your hand gets cold to the point you can't even drive your joystick and stuff. So that's why it makes it harder. So like I said, the body doesn't generate heat like someone who doesn't have a neuromuscular disease, and does stuff the whole day, walks, does whatever you do during your day, works. Whatever. And this is what here are five essential tips for people with neuromuscular diseases and their caregiver to prepare for winter weather emergencies. This is more about emergencies, but I thought I'll make it because, make this video because there's a lot of people in the muscular dystrophy community that live in places, or move to a new area, new state and stuff. They probably don't even know the weather, how it works, or and stuff. So this is what it says. The first one is they sign up for emergency alert. Your school, workplace, or local community may have phone or email alert system that notify people of weather-related closure and emergency plan, including warnings and Roger encouraging people to sign up for the text message to ensure they see these alerts and can act quickly. And then it says to contact local service in an event, call 311, the non-emergency assistance number, to contact your local police, fire, and emergency service, and let them know about your medical condition, essential medication, and any allergies. Also tell them you use special medical equipment or oxygen canisters. Where to find those in your home. The dispatch center can keep this information in file, connected to your address, and share with the emergency service sure the need arise. Display essential medical information in easy accessible spot in your home, like the front of your refrigerator. Will expand it, getting the help you need if you or a care can explain your medical needs to emergency responders. Also alert your power company if you are on use a ventilator, power wheelchair, or other electrical medical device in case of an outage. This may be able to provide restoring power to your home. And it also says if you work in an office, talk with your supervisor about emergency plans and maintaining any concern or need. You may want to store a manual wheelchair or backup wheelchair battery at work in case of an emergency. Then three is stock up on medication emergency supplies. You may not be able to leave your home during winter storm. Keep enough extra medication, drinking water, non-perishable food or on hand to last several days in case you snowed in. Remember that if you have an electric stove or can opener, you won't be able to use those during power outages. Self-stable foods that don't require heat include canned tuna or sardines. A pull top doesn't require a can opener. Cracker, protein bar, nuts, and dried fruit. On the other hand, you need to evacuate. You have your medication and emergency kit ready to grab and go. Your winter medication should include backup battery for a power wheelchair or the medical equipment, flashlight, battery power radio, extra battery, cell phone charger, blankets, hand and foot warmers. And then it says 4. Check smoke and carbon monoxide detector regularly. Many people use separate heaters or generators to keep warm during the winter, but without proper ventilation, these devices can create the risk of fire or carbon monoxide poisoning. This is especially during a weather event when emergencies are overtaxed and may not be able to respond quickly. And it says any type of emergency producing device is going to produce carbon monoxide, which is not detectable to human sense. Roger says running a vehicle in the garage to keep warm or charge devices of great carbon monoxide risk. Test smoke and carbon detectors at least once a month and replace the battery at least twice a year unless you have a reasonable way of long-lasting batteries. Every time you change your clock for daylight and change your battery, Roger recommends. And then the last tip, it says 5. Plan your escape route. In case of a fire or emergency, you should have at least 2 ways to exit your home and get to safety. use a wheelchair, there should be more than one accessible exit in case the main exit isn't safe during winter, so you can leave the house and go somewhere else, like a warming center in a library or school gym. That's probably one of the best bets. Roger says if you can't leave being stocked up on medicated emergency supply, we'll see you though. Everyone hopes emergency plan emergency won't be necessary. However, being prepared gives you and your caregiver peace of mind, no matter what winter throws at you. And then also say be prepared, be ready for anything with these MDA resources. Webinar, prepare for emergency. The webinar covers how to make emergency, build an emergency kit, and other ways to prepare for any type of emergencies. And it's a downloadable guide, emergency preparing for people with disabilities. This guide provides a full list of what to do before, during, and after natural disaster and emergency. And then also it says checklist preparing for emergency, checklist for people with neuromuscular. Use this checklist to help you prepare an emergency plan that will protect you and your loved one. And then also say another resource that I can click right here on my computer. It says wallet cards, emergency room alert cards, disease specific emergency alert card detail precaution needed in a medical emergency for people with untold eutrophic lateral scoliosis ALS, Duchenne muscular dystrophy DMD, and myasthenia graves MG. This can be printed and unfolded to fit conveniently in a wallet or purse. The emergency room alert summary is designed to be filled out with specific and neuromuscular diseases. Find them under emergency card resources at mda.core education. And the other ones that say like what's a webinar, that one you can like up I put the link. Prepare for emergency. I think I'll probably try to add all these links in the comments section. So you guys can have access for those watching my video that have muscular dystrophy. You have access to those, links that can take you to all the things that I just read. Uh, for me, it's like during an emergency, it could be fire in the house because where I'm at, like it's first in Fresno, California, we don't get snow. We just get right now. We have been getting dense fog around 11 at night, 11 p.m. all the way to 12 p.m. in the afternoon. And we were getting a little bit of a cold, chilly weather. But during the day, the sun's out. Like it's a little bit warm. You put yourself in the sun, but I'm not saying it's like super warm like in the summer and stuff. But I decided to make this video, for people that live in states, not like California, states that snow a lot. And I know it can be a struggle for people with muscular dystrophy, anybody in that neuromuscular disease category of having a disability like that. So I thought I'll make a video, for those people. My channel is like to educate people, to better understand muscular dystrophy. But if like this video, if I see resources that can help people with muscular dystrophy, then it's a great video to make. Even if I'm not in that scenario, but it's always nice if you can share some helpful tips to the neuromuscular disease, even if you don't live in a state like that, because you never know if you're ever gonna go move, like live to a state that's winter. It's always nice to be prepared and stuff. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification button. Until next time.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride.